What character will Michael B. Jordan play in the new I Am Legend movie? And when will it be released? Following the announcement of the next installment of the I Am Legend movie, 15 years after the release of the first film, we, the fans, are anxiously awaiting news of what the story will be about. If we remember the denouement of the original movie, it left us with a devastating ending: the tragic loss of our brave protagonist, Robert Neville. A conclusion that undoubtedly impacted many viewers. But what if I told you there was another version of the story? This sequel goes into an alternate timeline where Neville's fate was different, and he managed to survive against all odds. In today's video, we'll do an in-depth analysis and bring you all the details you need to know about I Am Legend 2, from theories, rumors, and everything behind this exciting sequel. And if you are one of those who always want to be up to date with your favorite series and movies, I invite you to subscribe to our channel. Welcome to the Oasis Geek. The announcement of I Am Legend 2 took everyone by surprise, as we thought that the story had concluded with the first installment. However, it is believed that this is a project that has been in the works and in development for years. First, let's talk about Michael B. Jordan. Part of the news that has been revealed about this second installment is Michael B. Jordan's involvement in the story. It has been mentioned that he was the one who motivated Will Smith to return to this universe. But what will his character be about? The first thing that has been mentioned is that Jordan's character is a charismatic and enigmatic leader of a community of uninfected survivors. This community, which has managed to remain hidden and isolated from the threats of the post-apocalyptic world, has developed its own rules, technologies, and social structures. As a leader, Jordan may have guided his people through the darkest years, maintaining hope and resilience, building a refuge from the creatures and the remnants of corrupted humanity. This could be where they are headed at the end of the first film. It would be fascinating if Jordan's character shared a past with Robert Neville. The two could have been colleagues or friends before the outbreak, working together on researching the virus or finding a cure. The reappearance of an old acquaintance in such an altered world could make Neville question his past actions and decisions, especially if Jordan reveals dark secrets about the origin of the virus or the true intentions behind certain research. The relationship between Jordan and Neville might not exactly be amicable. It is possible that the community, led by Jordan, will see Neville as a threat, considering him a mad scientist who tried to play God. Initially, Jordan might position himself as an antagonist, questioning and challenging Neville's methods and motivations. However, as the story progresses, they could find common ground and ally to face an even greater challenge. But everything mentioned about Michael B. Jordan's character could be based on hearsay. Until we have an official description of his character, we won't be able to determine for sure his role, whether as a hero or antagonist. But what about Neville? How is he still alive, and what could happen in the second movie? The first I Am Legend movie has two different endings. The version shown in theaters presented us with a tragic ending, in which Robert Neville sacrifices himself to save Anna and Ethan, allowing them to escape with the cure. However, the alternate ending presents a different conclusion, which many consider more faithful to the tone and message of Richard Matheson's original novel. In this alternate ending, Neville discovers that the infected, particularly the leader of the Dark Seekers, have emotions and feelings. The leader only wanted to get back his partner that Neville had captured for his experiments. In a moment of revelation and mutual understanding, Neville returns the infected woman and leaves the lab with Anna and Ethan, leaving the city behind. This ending makes it clear that Neville, in his obsession to find a cure, had not realized that the infected were not simply monsters, but beings with emotions and motivations of their own. This is where the title I Am Legend comes from, as Neville realizes that to the infected, he is the monster, the feared legend who captures and experiments on their own. The character of Neville would be an antagonist for these creatures, but we will talk about this in a future video. But what will happen with the virus in this second part? The KV virus, which transformed most of humanity into bloodthirsty creatures, has had time to mutate and adapt. In the first film, we saw the initial effects of the virus and how Neville struggled to find a cure. Now, years later, it is likely that the virus has evolved, leading to different types of mutations and perhaps even new strains. The search for a definitive cure, or even a way to coexist with the virus and its mutations, could be a central part of the plot of the second film. I Am Legend 2 will pick up on the alternate ending, recognizing it as the official canon of the story. The fact that Neville is alive and has left New York with Anna and Ethan could take the story to new scenarios and introduce other communities of survivors. The relationship between Neville and Michael B. Jordan could emerge from this new context, where Neville's past actions in the city directly affect the community led by Jordan's character. Perhaps, as mentioned above, Jordan's community has developed a stable way of life in this post-apocalyptic world, and they view Neville with suspicion or even fear due to his past actions and reputation. The first movie only showed what happened in New York, but in the sequel, we could see how the KV virus affected other parts of the country. Many cities would be covered by nature, and the small rural towns perhaps remained without much change, just with more plants growing. In I Am Legend 2, we could see Neville traveling through different parts of America, encountering new monsters mutated by the virus that were born in different areas. On his journey, Neville might find remnants of the world before the virus, or groups of people who, like him, survived. But when will this movie be released, or when can we expect a trailer? There are rumors that filming could begin later this year. If so, it is likely that we will see the full movie in 2024 and a teaser or trailer early next year. Now, it should be remembered that I Am Legend is not just a movie. It is based on a book and has had 3 film adaptations. In this channel, we are going to explore in depth the whole story and the world behind I Am Legend. So if you want to know everything about this universe, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You're on the Oasis Geek.